What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. K-Rino showing all you suckers how Friday night go. I made it. I made it just in time before it's no longer Friday. Hold on. I gotta do something real quick. Real quick, real quick. My bad. Had to take care of something real fast, real fast. But yeah, I slid in right before midnight, man. Slid in right before midnight for y'all. So we'll get an official Friday night live stream in with the family. As y'all are entering into the chat slowly but surely, please click that like button. Please click that thumbs up. Everybody that haven't done it, please click the thumbs up. Do that for your big brother. Please, please. Did I say please? Did I say please? Did I forget to say please? There y'all go. Appreciate that. Um, I see some new people popping in. For all of the new people, um, I do open topics from time to time. I do subjects from time to time where I'm speaking on something specific. But on nights like this, when I do an open topic, um, that is just that. That means that the floor is yours. The floor is open for y'all to ask me what questions y'all want to ask me. Um, for y'all to educate me on things that y'all may know that I don't, to inform me of things that I may need to know or I might not care to know. It just depends, but it's open. The floor is open. Anything's on the table as long as it's respectful, and we can go into it. But click the thumbs up as y'all come in. I know I got to keep reminding y'all because I know some people, y'all don't think about that. You just pop on the live and you start watching. But, we want to try to get as immersed into the algorithm as we can. And those likes, from what I'm told, they aid in that mission. So we'll get it going, man. Open topic. So y'all will determine how exciting this live is. Y'all will determine how informative and how engaging it is based on the things y'all talk about, the things y'all ask me. The more y'all got to say and the better it is, the better the live. If y'all ain't on nothing, then it'll end quick and we can go on with our night. So let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. Like I said, I see a lot of new names on here. I see a lot of new names on here, man. Um, well, since y'all ain't really starting off too strong. But let's get it on. I'll start by just letting y'all know that the Underground Dialogue podcast, which is our podcast with my homie Keisto, um, we just dropped a new episode this past Wednesday, and we was honored to have Killer Mike, the great Killer Mike, on the live stream. So y'all, if y'all do nothing else, make sure you go check out the Killer Mike interview on Underground Dialogue podcast with your big brother K-Rino and Keystonian, the Keystonian. Look like the Keystonian is in here, man. Hold on, no regret, no regret me. Oh man, look, look, I come in. I'm Keystone. I'm trying to promote, man. You coming in ranking on my head. Keystone say my head shaped like a football. If I turn sideways, maybe let me see. If I turn sideways, it might look like a football. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get you back for that one. So I ain't got nothing loaded up for you right now, but it's coming. Might as well get ready. But we'll get it going, man. Let me see. Grandmaster Rodimus subject. Those fires in California are not wild or natural. It appears people are causing them with laser technology. Can we prove that? Can we prove that? You know, and say, well, people are causing them with laser technology. Um, I'm of the belief that this is judgment weather. These are things that are predicted to happen. That when God started destroying America, um, according to what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches, he said he's going to curtail America on her sides, meaning that there's going to be calamities here, calamities there, and it's going to force everybody to the middle at some point. So, but to even entertain your statement of saying that it's people with lasers starting a fire, if that was the case, which I don't know, it would still be something that God allowed to happen because, you know, they thought they had it under control and now some new ones done popped up, however it popped up. But I'm of the belief that this is judgment on America. And I made a video a while back talking about how LA is just one city. You know, it's gonna be a lot of cities that we start to see getting tore up and destroyed. So, you know, the America we know, I'm just of the belief it's going to change drastically as the days pass. All right. Shaheem says, do you still have the 4-piece pen? Man, you know what? I don't know. I got a pen. Let me see something. This might be it right here, man. Because I had it a while back. Look, I don't know if y'all can see how empty. Look how empty that pen is. It's no ink. It's gone. It's out of there. Now, in comparison, this is a current pen. You see the ink? You see how the ink is right there on that pen? Compared to this one is empty, bro. And I kept this pen up. So I think this is it, Shaheem. This the one, this the 4-piece pen right here. I emptied it out. So yeah, I still got it. It's crazy. I just happen to have it right there. I don't want but 50,000 for it. So how you want to make your payments? You want to pay in a lump sum of cash? You want to do a wire transfer? Dark Miss says, let's make America great again. How many of y'all hate me for that? How many of y'all hate Dark Miss? Do anybody hate Dark Miss for saying, let's make America great again? Y'all hate him for saying that? What's y'all's view of Dark Miss saying, let's make America great again? You would probably be better off saying, let's make America great, and just put the period after great. The word again is debatable, but not really. Yeah. Miss Lady Sample says, go look up the definition of MAGA Magnus. Okay, somebody go look it up. Somebody go look up the definition of MAGA Magnus and come back and tell us what it is. Grandmaster Rodimus says there is video of the same kind of fires in Hawaii that way. Okay. Open topic, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to this channel if y'all haven't already. A lot of people say, oh, man, K, you almost at 100,000. No, I'm not. I'm a long way from 100,000 subscribers on this channel. And it's moving slow. It's moving slow. So, yeah, I got a ways to go to get to 100,000. So I need y'all to subscribe and spread the word and get other people to subscribe as well, man. All right. Man. I'm reading this comment. I don't even know if I want to read this out loud, man. I don't even know if I want to read this out loud. It says, brother, Lord Jamar is suing Godfrey for his foolery. I saw that. I've been following that real close. Y'all see my globe? Y'all see my globe in the back? Y'all see my globe in the back? It's funny because I wish Codeine was in here, man. I hope Codeine show up, aka Dean TV. I hope Codeine come in this chat tonight. I'm trying to will him into existence in this chat because way last year, long time ago, for some reason, I don't know if it's because I made the song, but a lot of times flat earthers will come into my chat. Y'all love to come into my chat. And for some reason, when the flat earth thing first popped off, flat earthers was always coming to me, coming in my emailing me, all in my inbox, coming in my live streams like this and trying to convince me that the earth was flat, right? So I was talking about it one night and I was joking around, but I was serious. And I say, man, you know what? I say, there's a guy named Professor Dave. I don't know how many of y'all remember this. It was a long time ago. Probably at least close to a year. It was way last year. It was a long time ago. And I say, there's a guy named Professor Dave who has really cracked the code. Well, I would say cracked the code, but it's not no code. But who was really body slamming flat earthers left and right. He just, blah, blah, he just knocking them out just left and right. And I was saying this, and Codeine, he knew what I was talking about. But fast forward, this is what Grandmaster Rodimus is referring to. That's all I'll say on that point. I will leave it alone at that. See, when you have these far-fetched, newfangled, well, I ain't gonna say new, but they resurrected the whole flat earth conversation. It's been talked about for hundreds of years minimum. But when you marry yourself to those types of far-fetched ideologies and you don't have just a decent level of comprehension on how science and physics work, then you're not gonna understand why things work the way they work in the world, in the universe. You're not gonna get that because you haven't taken the time to just study a little bit. So all it takes is one individual who's articulate enough, who's charismatic enough, and who's deceptively intelligent enough to present some bull crap to you in a pretty package, and it just sweep the world. In other words, conversation rule the nation, and people can make something sound good if they are able to do that. People can make something sound good if they are able to sound good saying it. Because it's a lot of gullible people in the world. And the hard part is for people to accept that they are gullible. That's a hard thing to do because ego makes you feel like, well, man, I'm smart. Can't nobody sucker me. Can't nobody pull no stunt on me. I'm smart. But a lot of people have fallen for these types of hustles because it is a hustle because they make a lot of money off the flat earth game. They make a lot of money off of that. It's a bunch. Flat earthers, they got like celebrity flat earth. These dudes are like some known dudes. They got followings and stuff now. They make bread. So it's a hustle. So it's very humbling, or it's very difficult for people to humble themselves when they see true scientific explanations being laid out that debunk a lot of the crap. And even when it clearly debunks it, when your ego is not lined up, you can't even humble yourself to say, oh, yeah, well, yeah, what was I thinking? And part of it is that your ego won't let you admit you was wrong. But also part of it is that you still don't get it. You still don't get it. So you're like, no, no, no. And then you run back to your heroes to try to get, I got to find an explanation. There's no explanation. It's bull crap. And I told Keisto, man, I hope Keisto's still in here. I told Keisto, I said, man, they stole my thunder because I want to set up a debate so bad. I just got to find the right two people to bring in and have a flat earth debate on our podcast. I just got to find the right two people. I don't want to bring no lightweights in. The flat earth is going to be a lightweight. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I can say it because there ain't no secret where my affiliation. Y'all see my globe behind me. But I would not be disrespectful to the flat earth. I would let him or her have the floor and get their points across. But I wanted to have that debate on our show. And maybe we still will if we find the right people. But it is what it is. All right, man, let me get off that. I've been on that way too long. Let me see. Yeah. And while we talk about making America great, we better start making ourselves great or making ourselves better. America is targeted to be destroyed. So one man's great is another man's hate. So what some people view as making America great translates, look, what some people view as making America great will translate into hate depending on your mind state. But wait. Ungrateful Ninja. What's up, Kay? Have you been to Africa or will you go to Africa? No, I've never been to Africa. I want to go so bad. I want to go to Africa, man. I've never been. I don't even feel right. As a black man, I don't feel right having gone my whole life and I've never been to Africa. I've been all kind of other places. I've been all around the world, but I don't feel complete if my feet haven't touched the soil of the motherland. So hopefully, man, inshallah, the circumstances will line up that I'll get there one day. Yeah. Open topic, man. Whatever's on y'all mind, let's get it on. Let's get it on. God's Dummy says, I can't find the Long Short Way album on YouTube. Is it still? I did that album as a project with my homie Big Pup. So that album is not an album that is in my custody to be able to say, well, this here is here is here. I was an artist for hire on his label to do a project. And that project was the Long Short Way project. So I can't say why it's not on there. But on another note, I've been getting emails and people been hitting me up about some of my albums that are not on a lot of the digital platforms anymore. So I got to check into that Because sometimes people say, man, why is such and such not on such and such no more? Why is Blood Doctrine not on? So I don't know if they've taken my stuff down. I got to go in and check. I haven't had time to really investigate that. But if y'all know, let me know. What albums of mine ain't up there no more? Yep. Tommy No Hooks. I don't understand why people seem to fear K. Seem to fear me? Who fear? Don't nobody fear. Who fears me? And I don't want nobody to fear me unless you're an MC. No, I don't. I never heard nobody say people fearing me. Stone 703 says, "Did you know For the Love of Money wasn't originally a Bone song? The song was on an earlier artist track on Ruthless, and Easy gave it to Bone." Well, you know, that happens a lot on record labels, bro. That's not an uncommon thing. I don't know, you know, how valid the story is, but I'm saying in general, that's not an uncommon thing. Sometimes there may be an artist that has a song, but he may not be the main guy on the label, and the label will make the decision to say, "Hey, we want to give this song to the main guy or the main group of artists, and let them have that song." You know, that happens a lot. And maybe they'll make a deal with the original artist to compensate him. Maybe they'll let him rap on the song, stay on his own song, but they get a song, you know, or maybe they'll just take the song. Depends, but that's not uncommon. I've heard other instances like that. I just can't recall off the top of my head. Miss Lady Sample says, "I think it didn't matter who won at this point. Prophecy being fulfilled. It ain't wings on a bird, wings of a creature of some sort." You mean the presidential election? And yeah, I believe, this is my opinion, the fate of America is the fate of America. It's gonna happen. Just like you say, prophecy being fulfilled. Um, I do believe that certain individuals will accelerate that. I believe that certain individuals in power will accelerate that. But prophecy is prophecy, like you say. Vincent Muller says, "I seen the Killer Mike interview. It was really good whenever people give credit to God, aka the creator. I like it." Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's like we are moving slowly towards a godless society. You know, everybody talk about a cashless society. We're moving slowly towards a godless society. And what I mean when I say a godless society, it's not, I'm not saying that God is not existing. He's here regardless. I'm saying that a lot of the people's minds are starting to move away from the whole concept of God. It's like a lot of more and more people are non-believers in God or non-accepting of the concept of God and none of that. So it's almost now where you are looked at funny if you even mention God. I see it. I see it all the time. When you see athletes and entertainers, when they, you know, the first thing I want to do is I want to shout out to God. I want to give honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's always uncomfortable now when they say it. Sportscasters, "Oh yeah, okay, well, about that touchdown you got though." They don't want to hear that. See, so shout out to anybody who's still standing on the concept of, "Hey, I want to thank God for blessing me. I want to thank God for doing this, putting me," whatever it is you thanking God for openly. Shout out to all those who still have the fortitude to do that in a world that's slowly trying to push God away and make him not be a real entity, if you will, if I'm using the right word. And for whatever reason, if a person don't believe in God, if they don't, some people don't believe, they're just atheists, they don't believe in God. Some people are more connected to just the concept of it's not God, it's science, whatever. That's on you. But I'm on the other side of that. Open topic, man. What we got, y'all? What's on your mind? Yeah. What's on your mind? Man, hold on. I jumped. Y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all know I don't like when it look funny like that. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so right now. Okay, I found my spot again. Yeah. Blast beat injuries. I can prove the flat earth theory wrong right now. Longitude lines. The space between is closer in Alaska than in Florida. This is because the earth is a sphere. It's so many debunks, blast beat, that we would be here all month, all next month. It's too many debunks, and it's too many unexplainable. There's too many explanations. It's too many debunks that can't be re-debunked by the flat earthers to have a dog in the fight. I mean, to have a chance. I mean, to have a fight, to make it a fight. So a lot of the times from my study and research, when I've been in it deep, they just make stuff up. Just make stuff up. When all else fails, make something up. And when all else really, really fails, when I've made stuff up, when I've repeated what others have said, and I'm still getting debunked, now get mad or just say it's stupid and do that. I was born as an embryo, defining all logic. I don't grow, I shrink. When I'm 95, I'll be microscopic. I don't know what song I said that on, but I know I said it. Lexer 007. Did John Carpenter know what was going to happen in LA? Who is John Carpenter? I don't even know who John Carpenter is. Yeah, I was a 7-foot embryo. That's right. You got it right. I didn't even remember I said that. Mike Jack says, my question with flat earth is, this is going to be the flat earth open topic. I guess the timing is right. I don't know. My question with flat earth is, why, if you fly straight up and hover for an hour, I guess you mean come straight down. You put comedy. Why, my question with flat earth is, why, if you fly straight up and hover for an hour and come straight back down, why won't you land miles and miles away? This is why. When you hover, like if you're in a helicopter, right? If you go up and rise above the earth, right? And you're hovering, a helicopter has the ability to hover, right? The misunderstanding of a flat earther, they feel like since the earth is moving and rotating as it revolves, that if you stay in the air long enough, when you come down, you should be in a different spot. No, everything within the earth's atmosphere is moving with the earth. So the air is moving, the layers of the atmospheres move. It's all connected and it's moving the same way. So even though you go up and hover, you are still under the pocket. You are still in the pocket and under the umbrella of everything that is contained within the Earth's atmosphere. So it's all moving. You see what I'm saying? So even though you go up, everything is still moving with the Earth, including the hovering craft, which is in the air, which is also moving. See? So you come down, you're locked in, you're still locked in that pocket. So it's not going to be like if you just something you hold yourself and then you just drop it in a different spot. See? That's not how it works. That's I think that's called conservation of motion. See? So that it's not that simple to where you just jump up, hover, and all of a sudden, have y'all ever saw like the X Games, right? You watch the X Games where the guys are doing the stunts, they got bicycles and stuff like that, and you'll see a guy, he may jump a ramp on a bicycle, and as he jumps the ramp, he's flying through the air on the bike, he lets go. He lets go of the bike. And he still moves with the bike. And at some point, he grabs the handlebars again and he lands. So he's still moving with the motion. So that's why that happens. Yo, Drastic, if you're serious about working, this is my email address. I'm putting my email address in the box. You ought to see it down there. If you're serious about working, hit me up. Serious inquiries only, and I'll look out for you. I'm going to show you some love, especially if you're an independent artist. If you're a billionaire, I'm going to charge you a lot of money. But if you're an independent artist, I'm going to work within your budget. So hit me up if you're serious, man. My email is right there. I hope I explained that, Mike Jack, so where you're understanding. It's not as simple as we're not independent of all of the materials in the earth. It's all moving together. It's all moving together. See? They did an experiment. And I can remember being a little boy riding on back of a truck, riding on back of my granddaddy's truck or something like that. And just you sitting on the back of the truck and the truck is moving. I don't care if you're on the road, on the freeway, and I'm throwing my football up in the air. You see what I'm saying? You ever rode on the back of a truck or something and you throwing a ball in the air? When you throw that ball in the air, the truck don't keep going and then the ball falls back way up from where it was, where you threw it. If you're riding and you throw that ball in the air, that ball gonna come right back to you, even though you're riding in the back of that truck. Tell me I'm lying. It's the same principle because everything is moving. Elizabeth says, Merry New Year. I ain't never heard Merry New Year before. She combined Merry Christmas with Happy New Year. Petrula says, religion is from God and religious science is from man. I would say pure religion is from God because man has jacked with religion, and that's what has turned a lot of people off of what's called religion is organized religion, organized by throwed off men. So I would say pure religion in its true form, as it was meant, I would say that was from God. You say religious science is from man. Well, I don't really know religious science. I'll stick to my first part. Mr. Urban World is up in this thing, man. Bring in Dr. Kent Hovind for Globe Earth. I'm familiar with who that is, but I don't know him to bring him in. What's up, B? Young Brandon? Miss Lady Sample says, I ain't down for AI and jabs. I wish y'all would go back to the Underground Dialogue podcast and look at some of our older episodes. We did a whole episode on AI. I think a lot of people slept on. And I think the good thing that me and Keisto did on that episode, we covered pros and cons, meaning that I know personally I got a lot of skepticism about not AI, not the technology itself. Just like religion, it's not in its pure form. In the technology itself is not what I worry about. It's about how the technology will potentially be used and for what purposes. That's what I say when I say cons. Of course, there's a lot of pros and benefits to using AI that could benefit you, me, everybody if you know how to do it. But I also know that on a bigger level, on a grand level, not just the little level we on, I believe that a lot of this technology that they implement, that they come up with, I believe ultimately their goal is to pull some snakery. We'll stay tuned and see. Yeah. I want to hear K-Rino Gangsta Nip Esham track. I just want to hear Gangsta Nip Esham track. I'm not a horrorcore rapper. I might be a hardcore rapper, but I'm not a horrorcore rapper. So the Esham Nip dynamic would be, I think Esham and Nip got a song. I think they did a song because I know Esham came out here a few years ago and did a show and Nip was on the show. And I think they linked up. I'm not sure. I have to check with Nip on that. I don't want to say that and it's not true. Osama Ryan, the wizard himself. You are one of the most intelligent. I mean, I appreciate that. Top 3 for me. You need to dabble with French rap and drill. They are against the system, outspoken. Check out Freeze Corleone. Okay. Hey man, hip hop has been around so long and rap has been around so long now that it's rap. It's different types of rap within rap. Under the big umbrella of rap, you got different departments and compartments of rap now. So I mean, it's so much that honestly it would be hard to keep up with. But one thing that doesn't change, conscious rap is conscious rap, whether you're doing conscious drill, conscious backpack, conscious southern down south country slang, conscious rap, whatever it is, if it's relaying the message, which a lot of times it will probably be relaying the same message, it's just in that particular style. And whatever catches the people. My way of delivering it might not attract the people who want to hear it in a way that the drill rapper may do it. But the key is to bring everybody together for the right reasons. Jacob cultivates your track only in the hood. That kid selling your bootleg CDs was fearing you, bro. Nah. That was the homie. He was just a dude who used to be out in front of the store. I used to see him all the time before that and used to see him all the time after. I haven't seen him in a while, but Brandon says, how cold is it down there lately? These winter months up here have been brutally cold. I mean, while we talk about the fires in LA, right? That's kind of been the main thing. That's been the main theme going on in the world because of the magnitude of those fires in LA. But it's kind of putting on the back burner all of this winter weather that's hitting everybody, like all the snow that we got down south that we don't normally get. Houston got a lot of snow. Houston was looking like Wisconsin earlier this week. Louisiana, snowing. Now, you know, you get snow in other parts of the South. Florida, snowing. See, places that don't get that kind of weather is getting it. But like I say, the fires are being more spoken of. But I'm telling you, man, it's judgment weather. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan been talking about this forever. He always said, watch the weather, 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 watch the weather. I believe this is just the beginning of it. We're seeing strange and unusual weather patterns in places that, you know, you can normally kind of predict and call your area. Well, I know what my area gonna do. You know, you don't know what your area gonna do nowadays. What up, D? Peace to my third coast player. What's going on, D? I can't say your name. Is that Smoothie Lady? Smoothie Lad? I can't say your name. So are you the one that sang Sucker Shat? I like it. Not me. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't always remember the names of my songs. I might have been on. I know I don't have a song with that title, but maybe I was on a song. I don't know though, to be honest with you. I don't know. Open topic, y'all. Mr. Urban World says Farrakhan was talking about the great earthquake and to stock food and water. What are your thoughts on this? My thoughts on this is that we better do what he say, because we haven't seen that devastating earthquake that's gonna just destroy a whole city. We haven't seen that yet. We've seen some big quakes in our day. I can remember quakes in Cali. I remember one time the World Series, like 88, 89, they had a big quake, you know. But we have not seen that earthquake that's gonna just destroy a whole city. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Ms. Farrakhan, they say it's coming. So yeah, and stock food and supplies and stuff in your house. Yeah, it's time to do that. It's time to do that. Straight up. The minister said about 3 months, have about 3 months worth of food and supplies and stuff in your home. Because when that time comes, you can't go to the store. That time comes, you can't go to the Jack in the Box. Well, you know, it's a big famine out here. Things are pretty bad, but you know, I just roll over to Kentucky Fried Chicken. There ain't gonna be no Kentucky Fried Chicken to roll to. In America. Hard to believe that. Grandmaster Rodiman says, I've been rapping 37 years, and my title Grandmaster is real. Yeah, man, you 37 years. Yeah, you OG status. Yeah. Petrula says there is always dark spot in the sunlight we receive. This is the shadow which is cast by our personality. Really? Okay. Your track annihilation of the evil machine. I feel like that's the paradigm we just shifted into. The ultra tech AIB system unraveling this stuff. Man, look, I'm gonna go back and listen to a lot of them songs I made, but again, I don't take credit for none of those songs, because when I speak on things of that nature, It's all because I learned from the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I just laugh when people try to say, okay, you got all this knowledge. Nah, if I do have a little knowledge, I got it from the sources of knowledge who know these things and seen these things and spoke on these things before we was even born. So God gave me the gift to rap. I just rap about it. I feel like that's my job. But I am not the revealer of it. This was not revealed to me as the original person to reveal these. Not me. I take what my teachers and mentors taught, what I learned from them, and I put it into music. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I sit at the feet of the masters. I sit at the feet of the masters and I learn. I take it and do what I'm supposed to do with it. Don't give me the credit for it. Mr. Death Metal says dropping in new music. Oh yeah, we coming. We're gonna hit y'all about 3 of them this year. I'm already working on number 1. Probably gonna be 4 because we got the Path of Destruction album, the Canada album with Tragic. Who remembers the name of my new album? I revealed the name of my new album a few weeks back. Was anybody in here that knows it? If you know it, put it down in the chat. Johnny Blaze, what are your top 5 songs of yours? Hard for me to say my top 5 songs. Favorites. You got Duality, you got, it changes all the time, so I ain't gonna lie. Duality, Annihilation, Evil Machine, Deprogrammed. It's hard to say, man. Or Grand Deception. It changes. Top 5 MCs, you got KRS-One, Rakim, Kane, Scarface, Tila Rock. There's so many. Tommy No Hook says, my father was a pilot. I've seen the curvature of the earth early on. I mean, yeah, and it's funny how a lot of flat earthers would tell a pilot, would say, nope, those pilots didn't see the curvature of the earth. How you know what somebody else saw? You've never been up there, but you telling somebody who's been up there what they didn't see. That's why I say it's a mental problem that they have too. A lot of them have a mental problem. There's too many ways to debunk it. So when people come on and try to actually argue and tell you, well, forget your feelings. Let's deal with facts. Let's deal with actual facts, actual true facts, science, proven. In 2025, I got to work on not being foolish enough to argue with fools. And I got a confirmation of that because I was just kind of thinking on that about a week ago. Like, don't argue with a fool. This was going through my head. Then I saw something like the same night, right after I got off line, I saw something. It was saying like, when somebody is in your presence that's talking ignorant, basically. It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I'm paraphrasing it. And he said, just remove yourself from their midst. Don't stand around arguing with foolish people. Don't do that. You know, you find yourself, you want to try to explain to them why they're foolish because you understand that they're coming from an angle that's not founded on anything. You can't say something is just because you want to say it is. That's not how it works. Okay, you know what? 5 plus 5 is 31 now. If you want it to be 31, then it's 31. No, it's not. So I may start off saying, okay, I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. Well, if I believe in my heart it's 31, then it's 31. You have a nice day. That's what you got to start doing. Because the truth is, we're living in a time where people are really messed up. There's something really wrong with people. And you know who crazy people do not think that they're crazy. It's just what it is. A person who is really messed up in the head, they are so messed up. And I'm not saying this, I'm not meaning this in no disrespectful way, because I know somebody might take it that way. They're so messed up in the head, they think they're normal. So if you're that far gone, what is this? Wow. If you're that far gone, it's nothing I can do. If you can't listen to reason, see, just like I said early on when we first started the stream, if in my ignorance somebody shows me where I was totally wrong, I can't let my ego still have me in denial. I have to say, man, okay, yeah, you was right. Okay, yeah, my bad. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. If it's proven without shadow of a doubt. Now, if I don't understand your explanation, and I might still hold on because I don't even understand what you're talking about. I can still be wrong, but I don't understand. But if I hear it and I know it, like a lot of people will hear it and know it, yeah, he know you right. He just don't. He don't have, his heart is too hardened to just give it up and say, "Oh yeah, you know what, brother? Yeah, you was right. You right. You know what, sister? You was right." They don't got that in them because they feel like it's an embarrassment to be wrong, to be wrong, or they feel like you're getting punked to be corrected. Bro, it's a blessing to be corrected, because you may take that foolish notion that you got somewhere where the stakes are a whole lot higher than me and you just having a conversation, and you make a complete fool out of yourself in front of a lot of people. So a correction is a blessing. Like, ooh, I'm glad I found, man, ooh. You ever had something in your nose and nobody told you? And now you got to get on stage and do a speaking engagement. If one person tells you in the back, hey man, you got some crap going, you got some snot hanging out the bottom, hey, go wipe that out, man. You're getting ready to go out in front of 500 people. You might be a little embarrassed, but you're supposed to say, man, thank you, man. Good looking out. Because you could have went out in front of all those people and looked crazy. It's the same thing with correction. It's like, okay, if somebody tell me to close quarters and show me, okay, yeah, I'm glad you said that. I was getting ready to go do a presentation about it. You're about to make a donkey out yourself in front of 12 million people. Everybody want to humble themselves. All right, let me try to keep going, man. Pat, Wilson, who is Bar? Is that Bar Jesus? Or Bar Jesus? Bar Jesus? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Oh, Charlie says, can't always change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Yep. Control what you can control to make things work for you. Smooth coasting. What might your thoughts be on that? I'd love to know. Thoughts be on what I'm saying? To use our body to bring that into physical. What are you talking about? Okay, you got your stuff broke up into different parts. You said, I thought to myself one day, where do my thoughts come from? In a frustration. That topic led me thinking, well, there's the spirit, mind, and body. Through the spirit, we receive frequency. Um, I don't exactly know what the question is. Where do my thoughts come from? Is that the question? I'm confused. I don't want to just start answering stuff, and I don't really understand the question. So if you can rephrase it, hopefully I can answer it to the best of my limited knowledge and understanding. Yeah. Maddie Bunny, because if Earth is flat, oh yeah, this is the flat Earth episode. Because if Earth is flat, that means there's a creator with endless space and galaxies. They leave no room for God. You saying the flat earthers leave no room for God? A lot of flat earthers claim to be Christians that believe in God, and they even reference the Bible and Scripture to prove in their arguments that the Earth is flat. They talk about the firmament, this invisible dome that's supposed to sit over the Earth, and they going out. They're taking that from Scripture. See? Brandon says, one time I fell so hard on the sidewalk I could see the curve of the earth when my face was directly on it. That's a hard fall right there, boy. Yeah. Did Jesus have a wife and children? You know, man, I don't know. I've heard people talk in ways that hint towards Jesus's involvement um, with women, and I don't mean like messing around involvement, but I don't want to say it in the wrong way. But I think for so many years, there's always been this perception of Jesus that he would just walking the earth. He never dealt with women. He never, in that way, but I have heard people speak. They never went into detail, but they've spoken in terms of like basically don't think that Jesus wasn't a natural man in that way. But can I answer the question if he had a wife and children? No, I don't know. I can't answer that question. Much love, B. We coming. I'm working on some stuff, man. Jacob says, I'm experienced with psychedelics. Uh-oh. And what you're talking about, in my experience, usually people who've tripped extensively have these insights. Wow. Okay, that's a different way to look at it. I know that I'm not experienced with psychedelics, but I'm experienced with people who smoke dip. And sometimes when you get a hold to the right hit or something, you can't get right. I've seen people who they were never the same after that, even when they shook it. So I can kind of see where you're coming from. It kind of alters things a little bit. Yeah. K, beautiful J. Peace and blessings. Hey, peace and blessings to you, K, beautiful J. Appreciate that. Smooth Coaster says, I have had 2 orbs of light manifest right in front of me in a very sensitive time in my life. What do you think of this? I've seen things that I would believe are what they refer to as orbs, but I won't act like I know exactly what they are. I've seen perfectly circular on my videos. And they're not dust, because sometimes it could be dust. Like I got a light that I use. I don't use it on my live streams, but if I cut this light on right now, the way this is set up, it'll be like dust and stuff manifesting itself. And sometimes you see little orbs, that's perfect spheres, perfect circular orbs. I don't know. I can't say what they are, or even if I can't even say that it's not. How do I know that it's not just something that's created by how the light works, how the light hits the room and the atmosphere in the atmosphere? I don't know. But I won't say it's necessarily some kind of entity, or I don't know that. I can't say that, because I've seen them. See, my thing is everything has to have a purpose for me. So if I've seen these things a bunch of times, but my life is still the same, what are they doing? They just hanging around. Hey, I came to check out the live stream. I don't know. I can't speak for your experience though. D Razor says, the more you know, the less you sleep. Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, man. They say knowledge is a burden. That's what makes the prophets the prophets. That's what makes the men and women of God who they are, because they know what's to come. You got to live with that, because the people running around here just regular. You're like, ooh, and y'all just don't know. Then when you tell them, they don't believe you. Not me. I'm Ungrateful Ninja. What do you think about the January 6th pardons? We can't be surprised. We can't be outraged. We can't be in an uproar. We can't be mad. Look, man. As much as we may not agree with what people do, how people think, the fact of the matter is that individuals who are of like mind, if there's an individual who is in power, who is in like mind with an individual who may not be in power, but they got the ability to get those people off, pardon those people, and they do it, you can't be mad. So if Trump pardoned his followers, what can we do? It's like that's what he chose to do. It's what he chose to do. Because I like to believe that if some of my people was jammed up and I had the ability to get them out, there's people in prison right now that if I had the power, I'd let them out. So we don't have to like or agree with a person's reasoning, but you can't be surprised. You have to expect it. So people get mad. Oh man, he let them people out. Hey man, this ain't our world, man. The quicker we understand, this is not our world. This is not our world. This is their world. So when they look out for each other and cut little deals and all that, that's they fine. It's all on the way out. Open topic, y'all. Y'all on it, man. I see you 74 red MMA. Maddie said, didn't they warn us about AI and the Terminator? I got to go back and watch it, but you ain't the first person I heard say that. Shapeshift says, are you familiar with quantum computing? It's insane what it's capable of, especially when merged with AI. Nah, man, that's not my bag. But I guess I'll hear about it now, because usually when somebody asks me about something like that and I never heard of it, then the next following days I start seeing and hearing it everywhere. Hey, y'all click the like button if y'all haven't already. Everybody who haven't clicked like that's in here right now, click like. Hit that thumbs up. We normally try to get to 100 in our small little gated community, but we don't know. Click the thumbs up if y'all haven't already, man. You are my starship. All right. I'm just scrolling and reading, man. I know I ain't about to catch up. What's that song, If You Could Go Back in Time? I think it's called What If. Grandmaster says, I have to learn to concentrate more on my loved ones and friends and not put energy into others. Save for some in the hip hop community. Yeah, I mean, family first, man. That's simple. Family first. All blood ain't family. So whatever constitutes family for you, the people that rock with you, because the time gonna come when that's all you got. A lot of the people that just we hang around and that we see a lot, you do this with this person, they're not gonna be there when it get thick, because they're gonna be with their people, hopefully. Vasil says, talk sense to a fool and he calls you foolish. Pretty much. But we live in a time where people's hearts will be hardened to truth. No matter what you show them, they're gonna, and people lean to their own understanding. So people will make up something before they look dead at the formula of truth that's right in their face. They say, no, you can't just make something up. Here's the actual formula. This is why. Nah, I'm gonna stick with what I made up. I believe it in my heart. Well, you and your heart is wrong. Y'all go subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast, man. Go check out the Killer Mike interview. Who has not seen the Killer Mike interview on our podcast channel? If you have not seen it, watch somebody that saw it gonna say, I saw it. If you have not saw it, just say me. If you have not saw it, I want y'all to go check it out, man. Run the numbers up. All right. Open topic. Josiah says, how long did it take to record your first LP, Stories from Black Book? That was a long time ago, man. That was 30-some years ago. But I know I recorded in 2 different studios. I'm going to say about 3 or 4 months. That's a long time for me because, like I say, back then, I was just getting my feet wet. We was paying for studio time, so we had to pay for some time, come up with a little more money, pay for some time. I mean, it probably took 2 or 3 months. I ain't gonna say 4 months, maybe a couple of months, something like that. I'm guessing though. Yeah. CLB Music says, if God, I believe if God is not one, God is all. God is the collection, creator, may imply to others as singular. Well, you kind of own it. I believe that God is in all of us. God is in all of us. So, from that standpoint, we are God. We are the God body, the collective. But there's only one supreme being. There's only one supreme being, the creator of us all. But he has deposited himself in us. So yeah, but we are nowhere near the supreme being. I know a lot of people who were 5%ers back in the days, and not all of them think like that, but a few of them, they thought that they misinterpreted. They thought that when you say the black man is God, they say Islam, I self, Lord and Master. I've had a couple, well, not a couple, I've had one person that actually tell me that they thought that that meant that they were the supreme being, like I am God. It's like, how can you think that you God, but how can you think that you are the supreme being and your life is totally jacked up? You don't even have the ability to fix your own life or fix the lives of other people that are immediately in your immediate circle. Your life is a mess. If we were that, we had that kind of self mastery, our life wouldn't be jacked up like it is. So we are gods by nature and by potential of what we can be, but we ain't there yet. Nowhere close. Trying to figure out how to get some money around this piece. We trying to figure out how to hit a lick. And you God? That's why I say, yeah, you God, but with a little G. So yeah, you God, but with a little G. That's cool. It's a scripture in the Psalms and the Bible that says, ye are all gods, children of the most high God. So yeah, you are all gods, but you are children. Do children have it all figured out? Characteristics of a child. Children are little. Children are immature, playful. Children are not fully developed mentally or physically. Children don't know much. So we are children of who? The most, not children of the high God, children of the most high God. So that tells you right there, we not him. We just babies, man. We might not even be babies. We might be embryos. EDJ, I see you, man. Yeah, yeah. Cosmo, what's going on, man? See, Cosmo said, thank you for that Killer Mike episode. Salute, man. Everybody that follows and watches the podcast and Underground Dialogue, man, I appreciate y'all, man. And the reason why I say that all the time when I come on is because, and I'm not saying that anybody in here is guilty of that, but if you are, it's okay. The same way we do with rap music, where we complain, oh man, it ain't nothing but a bunch of dirty, raunchy rap music. All the rap music is negative lyrics. All the rap music is this. All they play on the radio. Okay, cool. That's more than enough people in the world who are rap fans who can balance the negative stuff off by supporting the positive rap. So, okay, the same way that the people who are into the rap that you say is the negative rap, they go out and support that. They buy the music. They go to the concert. Okay, go buy some K-Rino music. Go get some J. Cole. Go get some Immortal Technique. Go get some Cambada, Cannabis, KRS-One, Public Enemy, anybody positive. What's the sister name? Sarak, Rhapsody. Go and support. Go make those rap. It doesn't take the radio and the big TV. It doesn't take that to make the conscious positive rappers big. It doesn't take that to level the playing field. It just takes the backing and the support of the masses of the people who claim that that's what they want. So yeah, go support that. So it's the same thing with the podcast. We push our podcast because it's like all of the majority of the podcasts, not all of them, but the majority of the podcasts that are out that are doing really, really well, it's either a bunch of arguing and cussing and flipping out and disrespectful. It's either some crazy, raunchy. So those are the ones that everybody's tuning in watching. But then when you got ones that are out here like, hey man, we try to give legitimate, informative information. We conducting respectful interview. We're not contributing to any type of mess or controversy. And like I said, maybe that's just too boring for y'all. That's boring. If me and Killer Mike would have gotten into an argument on the podcast, we'd already be at 200,000 views. See? So if y'all say, man, we want the good content, but it's not reflective by the numbers. And let me say this here, even people who are in the conscious community, the so-called they're guilty of it too. People might not like me saying it, but it's true. Even the conscious people. Now, if you don't know about it, you can't hold somebody responsible. Because somebody said, man, I didn't even know you had a podcast. Okay, I ain't talking about you. But people will know. They'll know you got a podcast, but it's like they ain't watching yours. Now, I will say this, in their defense, you have to always have the balance in your mind to ask yourself the question, okay, well, maybe it's something that we're not doing. We can't just put all the blame on the people. Maybe it's something we got to step our game up to, even in the way we do it, to make it more attractive to the people. We got to always factor that in. But for the most part, the people who watch our content, they see me and Keisto and they see our interviews, even shows where we just do ourselves with no guests. It's hey man, y'all got a nice little platform. And it sounded surprised. A regular, non-controversial, non-disrespectful, non-over-sexualized podcast can prosper in this society, in this world, if the people who claim that that's what they want, if they get behind it. Just saying, man. And you can still watch the other stuff, because I do. T10 says, if one of your guys was stuck in Europe and couldn't contact you, how would you know? How do you know he's stuck? How do you know he's stuck? You said if he's stuck and couldn't contact you, how would you know? My question is, what makes you think he's stuck and can't contact you? I would have to know. And I'm serious. I'm really asking that. That's the first thing came to my mind. Man, I lost my spot again. Lost my spot again. Man, you got to be kidding me. Okay, there I go. This thing get to moving on me, y'all. CLB Music. When writing, have you ever stopped and said, no, I'm not going to write that line for this song, or I'll save it for the next album? I don't never save nothing for the next album, but I have come up with a line. I've been writing a song and come up with a line while writing one particular song and either say, nah, this don't fit that song. And I say, I'm going to hold this and I can use it on something else. You know, I've done that many times because you could be writing a story song and a lyrical bar will pop in your head and it don't go in there. It's like, wow. It's like you ever been in the grocery store and you walking down the aisle where the paper plates and plastic cups are, and it's a can of beans on the aisle. Somebody stuck a can of beans because they changed their mind. They had the beans, I didn't get the, and they just stuck them anywhere. That's what happens. Sometimes a bar will place itself where it don't belong, and it's like, nah, this I'm gonna use it, but not on this song. So yeah, that's a real good question. I never say I'm not gonna write it though. You write it anyway. I got bars that I wrote years ago. Just wasn't time to place them yet. And then all of a sudden, the perfect song comes along and you put something in that you might have came up with in 2017. And that don't happen often, but Cosmo, peace and love. Aaron Albanese, I see you. Rob B, you know about that Starship. See, everybody don't know. You must be old school. Josiah, I can't say there's no one definitive time frame that it takes to write a song. Every song is different. I got songs that I write in one day, in one setting. I got songs that I work on for days. I got songs I work on for a couple of weeks. Come and add a little bit here and there, move around, come back 2 days later. You can never, there's no set template. What it takes, every song I write takes 1 hour and 40. Nah, that's not how it works. You finish when you finish. D says, only pardon political prisoners, those who haven't did anything wrong. If you've done something wrong, you will have to sit down. But you know what? In the eyes of some Americans, those people who carried out that insurrection on January 6th, they're political prisoners. See? They're political prisoners in the eyes of a lot of Trump-supporting Americans. They saw how they stormed that building and the threat that they caused and the destruction that they caused and how they overran just the whole building and uprooted the whole fabric of America. And there's people at home going, yeah, straight up. See, so we're looking at it through a lens that they're not going to ever see it from. They're not going to look at it from the lens that you looking at it from, D. They looking at it like, yeah, because in their eyes, those people are heroes. Those people are patriots. They're revolutionaries. And then when they got locked up, in their eyes, they were political prisoners. Just saying. I understand. I agree with you. But we got to look at it through the lens. See, they're not gonna. We have to know how people see us. And when we understand how people see us, that, not saying you, but that should remove any expectations from us as a whole that these folks gonna do right by us. I know how you see me. I don't expect nothing from you. And I'm not shocked when you look out for your own. Like we was talking about the partner, I'm not shocked. Everybody mad, like, what you expect? It's America. Click the like, click the like. Give me the likes, give me the likes. It's open topic, Aaron. Open topic. Whatever's on your mind, let's get it on. Yeah. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate all the honest people who just straight up say, I haven't seen it. Yeah, it's okay. Just go check it out. It ain't even that long. It's like 45 minutes. Yeah. Let me catch up, y'all. We need 18 more likes, man. Can we get to 100 likes? I'm not going to campaign hard for 100. I'm see if we can get there. If we can't, I'm going to shut it down. We're just going to shut it down, man. Courtney Joe, much love. I appreciate the love. Courtney Joe say, I used to work overnight and I was jamming you in my headphones for hours one day. Oh, man, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love, Courtney Joe. New music on the way. Old music on all platforms. We still do physical copies. Who still rock with the physical copies, man? Put a hand up if you still rock with the physical copies. Southpaw Coalition album is available slowed and chopped. We got the slowed and chopped version of the Southpaw Coalition album called The Ties That Bind Us, slowed and chopped by DJ Sauce Park. Y'all go get both versions of the SPC album. All our sports fans out there, we got a podcast called Legends 34 Sports Podcast. And let me warn y'all about our sports podcast. Me and DJ Rec, we are very Houston-centric. We are unapologetic homers. That we love our team, we support our team. The referees cheated for the Chiefs. Yeah, I said it. Stokely Torre, what's going on? Appreciate the love. I'm just a regular guy, man. D says, believe you me, there is something out there that is greater. We don't even know what water is. Do not go to the periodic table. What is water? Jacob says, when I hear people saying they're convinced all rap is negative, your music is exactly where I direct them to. Well, you know what's so crazy, Jake? That if somebody say all rap is negative, I'm not even having a conversation with them because I know they don't listen to rap now. You heard 3 rappers and all this rap is negative. Like, what you mean all? It's crazy. Yeah, Rick, the Texans, yeah, I see Bobby Sloyd got chopped. Whoever they bring in, they better come on with it. No matter who they bring in, they better get some blocking. But we'll save that for the episode. Mars, what's up, Mars One? Mars says, I keep the soulful positivity in my music. Yeah, however you do it, by whatever means, man, we just need it. Click the like, y'all. CLB says, the thing is, we need to take back the radio. They didn't want Jimi Hendrix, but they got it because it was good. Yeah, you know, the only problem is, man, the radio was bought and sold. It's very difficult for the little man in this day and age to penetrate and infiltrate and crack, break into that radio rotation. It's very difficult. It's not, it was hard then, and it's not even like it used to be. So we have to make our own radio through our own social media platforms, through our own hustle, you know, getting our music out to the streets, man, the best we can. Because the way this thing is set up now, you know, these labels got the radio on lock. You can't just walk up there with a record no more, and maybe a guy give it a shot. They ain't trying to break records in no more, man. Clubs either. It's a mess out here. It's real out here. I said it's real out here. Uh-oh. I got lost again. Oh my gosh. I got lost. Hold on, man. Oh crap. Okay, here we go. Need 14 more likes, man. Can we get there? Can we get 14 more? If y'all haven't hit the like button, click the thumbs up right now. Ryan Stern says most people can't be bothered with the stuff that rocks their day in and out routine. Yeah, you know, people, we get locked into a routine or set into what we do, and that's cool, you know, but nothing wrong with checking something out. You could duck your head out the door and see what's going on from time to time. Codeine, there you go. I was looking for you earlier, Dean. I was asking where you was earlier, man. You talking about first time commenter. Yeah. Codeine, go back to the beginning, man. I want you to hear what we was talking about. When I get off, go back and watch the beginning of the podcast. We need 7 more likes all of a sudden. Uh-oh, we might get there, y'all. Yeah, man. You don't throw away nothing, Mars. That's right. There you go. Hog Eye Man, The Industry. That's the name of my next album. Man. Shaheem, you'll be surprised, man. When you get in a roll on a roll and you writing and you're in that zone, it'll come out. You'll be in wrote that song in 2 hours. It don't always take forever. Some of the songs that people might assume took me days and weeks to write. Some of those songs are the quickest ones I wrote. Because once you kind of know what direction you're going in, it just flows out. But if you just figuring it out and just kind of piecing it and okay, let me step away. Oh, let me start. I'll come back tomorrow, you know. But you'll be surprised. Yeah. D, we just got to realize this ain't our country, man. That's it. It's not our country. That's why separation is the key. Can you give an idea on some context from the name? The name of the album, you just got to say it fast. If it's the end us tree, if you say it fast, you get the industry. And we going in on them. Shout out to whoever had that like up there and they took it away. Because I know I saw 96, now I see 95. So whichever one of y'all decided y'all wanted to get a refund on y'all like, Kevin Robinson, what's up, Kevo? When are you and Killer Mike gonna get on track together? We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We didn't get a chance to chop it up on that level because he had to go. But I'm sure we'll make that happen. Mike is a free man, free black man, so he ain't restricted or tied into no label obligations where he got to do that. He can do whatever he want to do. See, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful way to move. Dean says, I don't know if you saw it on Twitter when I tagged you, but this pro wrestler rapper named Max Caster named his new album Worst Rapper Alive. Because to me, nobody the worst. You the worst. Thank you, man. But you know what? I hope it blow up. If he named his album The Worst Rapper Alive, I hope it blow up. Because maybe they'll accidentally stumble across mine looking for his. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, you got to say it real fast. If you say it real fast, you'll see what it is. Xavier, peace to the gods and earths. Much love from Salt Lake. What's going on, man? Austin, Texas, where y'all at, man? This time next week, next Friday, I will be performing live in Austin, Texas at the Flamingo Cantina on 6th Street with the homies with the College of Hip Hop and Tall Kyle for his album release. Austin, Texas, your big brother will be in the building next Friday. What's up, Fig Hood? Duality, spirit, spiral vortex, man. Appreciate the love, Fig Hood. Ren L rated, my guy. Olmec Rios. Didn't Screw rig a radio channel one time? I don't know if Screw did a bootleg channel. I got a couple of homies that did. I don't know. I don't remember if Screw did. I feel like he did, but I don't remember. That used to be the coolest thing in the world when somebody had a bootleg radio station. Like, whoa, you can't hear it once you leave the neighborhood, but that was like iconic. I see you, Loop. What up, Loop-de-Loop? Yeah. All right, man. We need one more like. We had 99. I got 99 likes, and whoever ain't hit the thumbs up, you ain't won. There we go. Shout out to whoever just did that. Shout out to whoever just dropped that 100 like. All right, man. Drop y'all locations. Let me shout y'all out. Let me shout y'all out wherever city you might be habitating in. Let me show y'all some love real quick. Drop y'all locations, man. Fig Hood is in Cleveland, Ohio. H3089 in Wyoming. Man, I don't never get no love in Wyoming, man. Salute to you. Salute to you, man. I don't never, ever, ever really get too many people from Wyoming, man. What part of Wyoming are you? I don't even know no cities in Wyoming. Man, if somebody offered me $1 million, I couldn't name one city in Wyoming. That's crazy. Hog Our Man is in Little Rock, Arkansas. God's Dummy out there in Lufkin. Metroplex Kicks. Fort Worth, Funky Town in the building. Ren L rated in Bessemer, Alabama. James Johnson is in San Antonio. Yeah, yes. Hey, James, make that 1 hour drive to Austin next week, man. Come see your big brother. Yep. Y'all subscribe to the channel, man, and turn your notifications on. Courtney Joe is in Dallas, Oak Cliff. Grandmaster Rodimus. Ypsilanti. There you go. Just west of Detroit. Savior's Day coming up, man, in a few weeks. And I don't know if it's going to be in Detroit. I don't know if it's going to be Detroit or Chicago. Let me shut up. Kevin Robinson Jr., Louisville, Kentucky. Man, Ralph Porter, I talked to Pharaoh earlier. He gave us, hey man, you next time you talk to Pharaoh, man, tell him that I say, man, I love him, man. All right. Tell him next time you speak to Pharaoh, say, man, K-Rino told me to tell you he love you, man. Say it just like that. Man, salute to Pharaoh, man. Street military. CLB Music, North Dallas. Codeine Dean TV is in Arkansas by way of Not Flatter. Man, why wait till you watch? Go back and watch the beginning, Dean. D is in Chicago. Chicago to Diego. Okay. Calculus, you been laying in the cut, man. You say I'm a watchman on the wall from a land called, is that Irian? No, we talking about Pharaoh for street military, man. One of South Park's finest, H-Town's own, the legend. Mike Jack, San Jose, Bay Area, the Yay area. Calculus is in Ireland. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all for hanging around with your big brother. Y'all hung in strong tonight. Y'all hung in pretty strong tonight. That's all the shout outs. All right, well, this is what I want y'all to do. Subscribe to this channel. Click that bell to get your notifications. I know the notifications can be annoying if you got too many of them to subscribe to. I see you, Stokely Teray in Jonesville, Louisiana. But need y'all to rock with your big brother. Go subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast. Check out all the old episodes. And go subscribe to Legends 34 Sports Podcast. If y'all want to hear your big brother and DJ Rec talk a little sports, mainly Houston sports. We are biased as hell. We don't care. If we lose, that means y'all cheated. Yeah. You say a friend and I asked how much it would be to book you. I mean, what happened? What happened? Why did it go through? I know I ain't tell y'all 20 million. Appreciate the love, Jacob. It's all good. Syracuse, New York. That's what's up, man. All right, I will catch y'all later. I'm on. Okay, Ryan Stern, I see you in Goliad. I see you out there in Goliad, Texas, homie. Right at the final hour. I will catch y'all later on, man. Salute, Fig Hood. Peace and love.